Another one! We've got another transfer rumour dropping today. Tidiam Gomis from Caen, 18-year-old, linked with a move to Aston Villa. To be fair, I've had quite a busy day, to be fair. We've had the transfer rumour that dropped this morning. We then had to edit the predicted lineup. I've been on a West Ham fan channel. Then I was about to sort of sit down for like half hour to have a little play on my guitar and a bit of like a lunch break. And then, yeah, this one's dropped, so I thought I'd bring it to you. But to be fair, I have had a new guitar. You can't see it. Let me show it you. I've had a new guitar. So basically, treated myself to a new guitar. I'm not going to play it. So I've got a Fender Mustang, and I really enjoy playing and listening to Nirvana. So this is sort of the guitar that he played, a Mustang or a Jaguar. I know some of you don't care, but I'm telling you. So I was going to play this, but we've got a transfer rumour. So transfer rumour has got to take my name. So here we are. We're going to talk about Tidiam Gomis, a young player who's linked with a move to Aston Villa. And I'm okay talking about it because I can see that we are addressing other areas within our squad as well, trying to get defenders and attackers. So the model that we've got is that we try and scout around Europe for young players that we can potentially nurture. We can hopefully see them in the first team, but we can also move on and get a greater value, and then we're able to navigate PSR and those sort of situations. So it is always exciting to see us scouring Europe or the world and looking for the best young talent out there. That's something that I want to be able to see us do. I want to see us be able to bring the youth through within our own youth system, but it's very difficult at times because of where we are as a football club. But we try and make the best decisions by growing and sending them on loan and etc. And look, I always stand by the main point of if they are good enough, they will play. Like you cannot ignore a very, very good player. So I always feel like that's one thing that I always think of. It's not that we just don't play them because we don't want to. It's that we don't play them because we don't probably feel that they're good enough to play. So, we've got Brogio, who looks absolutely phenomenal within our ranks, who's playing really well at the minute. So I'm excited to see how he can develop as well. But we've got this rumour. It's coming from Philippe Hinz. So an exclusive. RB Leipzig want to sign Tidiam Gomis, 18-year-old French player. They are fighting and waiting for the player's final commitment. Leipzig is in a good position, but there is notable competition from Europe. AC Milan and Aston Villa are also interested in the player. Nothing has been signed yet. There are two options for a deal, either now for a transfer fee or on a free transfer in the summer as Gomis' contract in Caen expires. So a really exciting one. I've seen little clippets of him, and some of the big clips that I've seen are his ability to drive with the ball, his ability to beat a man, and he's a ball carrier who can carry the ball further up the pitch. Now, that might just not sound like a lot, but within this Emery system, he is absolutely massive on players that are able to beat a man, win their individual duels, but also be able to carry the ball as well. So his overall game sort of fits in with the things that Emery's looking to have from a player. He can play on the right or he can play on the left as well. So these are all some clips of him in really tight areas, being able to beat a player and to be able to beat a man as well. And he's comfortable if he has to go into that central area to be able to play through there as well. So I think he's an exciting player. And I think, the clubs that are linked with him are all sort of top clubs that like to nurture players and like to have those expressive players. So let's have a little look at his profile then of what we've got going on. So Tidiam Gomis, 18 years of age, right-footed, market value of 3.2 million, can play on that right wing. It's so far in League 2, he's got a 6.78 rating over the course of the season. You can see on his heat map that he's playing on that left-hand side predominantly, but can play on the right-hand side as well. He's played 17 games. He's started 11. He's got 2 goals. He's got 2 assists as well. 85% accuracy per game, 90% in his own half, and in the opposition half, 78% as well. So we've got defensively, he's got 3.2 ball recoveries per game. He's got 44% successful dribbles, 41% duels won, 40% ground duels, and 43% aerials. Now, if we have a look at FB Ref, there's something that's really quite important to look at within his profile, is that his progressive passes received are at 10.17, which is absolutely massive. He's got 5.44 touches in the attacking penalty area, and he's also got 2.05 successful take-ons, which is huge. He's at 2.90 shots per 90, and he's winning 0.71 of his aerials as well. So his stats are pretty good, really, for a young player. If we have a little look at where he's come from, so he has been part of the French youth setup, which is always pleasing to see, that when these young players are a part of their international setup. So under 16, 17, 18 and 19, he scored 2 goals for the under 17s, and he's got 6 appearances for the under 19s. And he has always played for Caen. He's been involved in their youth setup as well. And his market value on here is around 3 million. So, yeah, it's an exciting one. It's a young player. So it shows that we are still focused on our model of bringing through youth players, young players that can grow. And yeah, I think it's exciting I think the big thing for me is exciting to see that we actually have a transfer model. Like, we actually have something that we work in line with. And I think you look at some clubs where it's just like we just sign first team players and that's all we do. And the fact that Villa have got this setup that we've got under Monchi as well, it shows that we've got a bright future, and that we're not just looking for right now, we're looking ahead for sort of like 3 or 4 years time of what youngsters we've got that we can sort of try and look to bring through, etc. And yeah, so I think it is exciting. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. Second drop of the day. Will we have any more? We'll have to wait and see. So cheers everyone for watching. Up the Villa.